series from Detroit in Portchester. Would you welcome at WLIR-FM Twisted Sister?
Charging into battle, ignited tales of the ore, fighting for the rockers, the workers and the poor. Howdy, we don't take furthering our cause. Disco is slowly dying, we're settling on the score. With a rock and roll savior, rock and roll we will defend. With a rock and roll savior, we're going to fight with another fight. Now disco is dead. Post-disco, they've got us. We've only just begun. Oh, we will go on fighting till they're dead and we have won. Winning many battles, we haven't won a war. Of our king or beneath him, with our rock and roll fighting war. With a rock and roll savior, rock and roll we will defend. With a rock it. Oh, careful, baby, don't make me choose it. Oh, always, always, I pay the price. Oh, there ain't no love free. I pay the price. Oh, pay the price for loving me. I need your love to be a man, oh yeah. But honey, you don't sound of the blade. Steal a flash of light. You know you're not going home tonight. Being jackal switch doctors are mine. No, it'll run every way you'll find. You can't escape from the bed you made. And your time has come to accept the
got to tell you one thing. Something very strange happened to us last week. One of the fans of ours came up to me and he brought me a letter. And the letter was on official Board of Education stationery. And I asked him what this whole thing was about. And what he told me was he worked in a delicatessen in Queens, and he was discussing Twisted Sister with a friend of his over the counter in the middle of a bologna sandwich. And a woman walked over to him and said, "Do you know Twisted Sister?" And he says, "Yeah, I see them a lot." And she says, "Well, one of the people in the band, one of the guys in the band, I used to be a supervisor for him in junior high school. And as it turned out, this woman was my supervisor in junior high school. But the only problem is that this woman expelled me from junior high school in 8th grade for cursing at her. And because of her, my education went right down the tubes and I dropped out. Now, the funny thing about it is that this woman typed me a fan letter and gave it to this guy who worked in this deli in Queens. And the fan letter went something like, JJ, Twisted Sister, the reason why you gave this letter is I was at a delicatessen and your friend Dominic, or whatever his name was telling me he knows you, and I just want to tell you that I've been reading about how well you've been doing and about the Palladium, and I haven't been able to get out to see you, but I really would like to come out and see you sincerely." And she typed her name out. And this thing was on an official Board of Education stationery, and the woman is an assistant principal now in a high school in Queens. Now you gotta dig this, okay? I was shocked that I got the letter, but the PS was what killed me. You gotta dig it. This woman expelled me for cursing at her in 8th grade. She asked me for a t-shirt. She told me I was gonna be nothing. She told me my career was shot to hell, and now she wants a t-shirt? She wants a t-shirt! She's out of her goddamn mind! I'll tell you what I'm gonna do though. I think I'm gonna go to her house one day, real early in the morning. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our truck and we're gonna drive right up onto her house where she lives in Queens, and we're gonna take all the equipment out of the truck and we're gonna line it up right underneath the window. And now I'm gonna yell up at her. I'm gonna tell her to stick her head out the window. And when she does, I ain't gonna give her a t-shirt, but I think I'm gonna give her this.
Well, I remember the day that it ended. It was a scene that I never intended. My heart just hasn't been mended from that day on. You looked at me so sadly. You said I treated you badly. You said you want something madly, baby. I said you want something madly, baby. I said you want something madly, baby. I said you want something madly, baby.
counsel me madly, but now it's gone. Well, when we met, I was in a rock and roll band, playing a one-night stand. I said I wanna be your man. It was fine, but 2 years later we hadn't made it. Our love soul had faded. The situation is jaded, and it's a crime. Well, you know that I can't stand still for a minute. Too many memories in it. Well, I can't stand still for a minute. I gotta move. I can't stand still for a minute. Too many memories in it. Well, I can't stand still for a minute, baby. I gotta move. Well, you know that I can't stand still for a minute. Too many memories in it. Well, I can't stand still for a minute. I gotta move. I can't stand still for a minute. Too many memories in it. Well, I can't stand still for a minute, baby. I gotta move. I'll always feel a warm glowing ember from a love that I'll always remember. Although it ended one ugly December, I'll never forget, no, I'll never forget. But I know deep down in my soul, there's a feeling that I'll never control. I'll just keep playing rock and roll, and I'll make a change. Well, you know that I can't stand still for a minute. Too many memories in it. I can't stand still for a minute. I got to move, yes I do. Well, I can't stand still for a minute. Too many memories in it. Well, I can't stand still for a minute, baby. I gotta move. I can't stand still for a minute. I gotta move. Well, I can't stand still for a minute. Honey, by the time you get a t-shirt, baby, it's gonna have to be snowing in August. Thank you. Thank you very much. This one's for all the pop suckers out there tonight. You know who you are. This one's called This one's called This one's called Ladies Boy. You need the service of a man. I can do what and
hips, I sure can use them well. You want me to fill your mind's desires? Submission and love will douse your fire. I'm a lady boy, I'm a bundle of joy, and I'm a wayward child. I'm a lonely lady boy, I'm a bundle of joy, and I'm a thing of love. I'm a deadly joy. Too young to do. I will show you things you never knew. You squirm your palms begin to sweat. Resist your love bit hot and wet. Feel my power to put you in a whirl. I want my baby to be your just a girl. Won't you come up and sing me sometime? Oh, I gotta tell you. This is outrageous. This is outrageous.
Especially because the gas situation has created such a problem. The fact that you showed up this evening makes us feel good. Thank you.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. Tip of my will, oh what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great ball of time. I took your love like I thought it was money. You came along and told me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, great ball of time. I love my baby. Oh, feel good. I love my baby. I wanna love you like I love the should. So kind, so fine. Got my shoulders full, and mine. I got my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I will never put a show this fun. Oh baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, grandma. Like a lover should. So kind, so fine. Got my shoulders full. You're mine. I'm on nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I feel nervous when the show is fun. Go baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious.
like to dedicate this one to the Phoenix Brokerage Turtle.
Baby, grab my muscle, and you and me will do the Chinese hustle. You move it out, and you shove it in. You shake your hips just like Ho Chi Minh. I got a girl, I know that she's the one. Her mother looks just like Mao Zedong. John Travolta thought that he was hip. He got on a DC-10 and he took a trip. When he got to China, he said, I'll make you a believer. I got a new dance called Egg Roll Fever. I went on down to Studio 54. I saw all those people standing at the door. I said, you think you look like super foxes, but your brains are made out of cardboard boxes. Now Barry White went to Chinatown. He grabbed Amy Carter and they boogied right down. He said, you're so together, baby, just grab on my muscle. And you and me in Detroit will do the Chinese hustle. MSG, baby.
Awesome! Thank you very much. Awesome! All the Chinese Hustle fans. This one's called I'll Never Grow Up Now. Now come on, baby! You drive me crazy! Hey, say! Hey, what are you doing? Hold your life. Why don't you settle down? Find yourself a wife. Don't you know you can't run?
go, all you keep hearing is the name of Twisted Sister. And some people hate us, but our friends who dig us love us. And as long as we got people who love us, we ain't never gonna stop rocking and rolling. But we've been getting interviewed by a lot of newspapers and magazines. And they ask us a lot of questions. And the main thing they keep asking us is, what is Twisted Sister all about? Because they try to explain it to people, they just can't put it into words.
Rock and roll!
Well, the first thing they usually ask is if we're transvestites. And are we into gay liberation? And we say, what's that? And they say, you know, homosexuals. So I said, oh, listen, man. I said, the only reason we dress like a bunch of queers is because we're just a little bit out of our minds. You know what I'm talking about? We're just a little bit crazy, and we like having a good time. So we dress a little nuts. We look a little weird, but we had this crazy idea, you see. We figured that if we looked so insane that everybody in the audience was staring at us, the people in the audience who were uptight about partying would feel a little more comfortable because they didn't think people were looking at them, and they might start going wild and have a good time. And that's why we dress the way we do. So we ain't about transvestites. And they ask us, well, are we about sex and drugs? Sex and drugs. Sex and drugs! And then, baby, we ain't got nothing against sex. We love it. That's how we got here, you know? We can't say another bit about that. As far as drugs go, well, whatever you gotta do to get off, whatever you gotta do to have a good time, that's what you gotta do. Some of you are high on life like myself. And that's groovy, man. You know what I'm saying? And some of you maybe need to blow a joint, or somebody needs a couple of drinks, or pop a loot, or something like that, you know? Whatever you gotta do, but we're not about sex and drugs. And then the ultimate question comes, well, is Twisted Sister about disco sucks? Well, the fact of the matter is we're not about disco sucks. We're just a rock and roll band, you know? It's just the fact that we're sick and tired of seeing rock and roll being kicked in the teeth by every newspaper and magazine and TV show. Constantly saying that rock and roll is dead and disco is number one. Well, I'll tell you, I've got a word for that. That's bull. Rock and roll is number one. Always was number one and always will be number one. Twisted Sister about then? Well, it's simple. We're just about having a good time. That's all. We just like to have a good time. I don't know what's wrong with having a good time. We like to forget about work. We like to forget about school. We like to forget about gas lines. We like to forget about home problems. We like to forget about everything except the party. And we party hard. We party 7 days a week. We don't say, thank God it's Friday. And we ain't got Saturday Night Fever. When you're Twisted Sister, when you're a rock and roller, you got 7-day-a-week fever. Am I right? Am I right? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Keep it down. I'm gonna tell you something. There's one thing that Twisted Sister don't like almost as much as we don't like disco music. And that's apathy. You know what apathy is? That's when people just stand around, bored, not doing nothing, not partying, not having a good time. And we look around the room, and I'll tell you tonight, I can hardly see anybody who's just standing around. But there's a few. And there's usually two reasons why. Number one is that they're uptight and they feel uncomfortable. And they're embarrassed, you know, they're afraid to go a little crazy. Well, don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. I mean, look at us. We ain't embarrassed. We're running around. We're having a good time. Look at our friends.
a good time with us. Now, the other reason people stand around is because they think they're cool. And they think they're too good for everybody. And they think they spend all their time trying to impress people because they saw John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John in a movie being so cool and so groovy and tough. And they stand around with a cigarette in his hand and a drink in his hand doing one of these. And they look like a mannequin from the other Corvettes. Well, listen. Where I come from, standing around trying to impress people ain't cool. That's what we call being dead. Because where we come from, you're cool when you don't give a shit what anybody thinks. That's cool. You're cool when you do what you want, when you want, how you want, whatever you want. Ain't nobody gonna stop you.
And there's only one more ingredient left. You see, there's several levels of how people want to get involved during the night. And especially when you're playing clubs, people don't necessarily go out to a club to see a band. That's why we like to play the music a little loud. But you see, there's various ways you get into it. Well, you could stand there and watch. You could stand there and watch and then move your arms. You could stand there and watch, move your arms and jump up and down. Or you could stand there and watch, move up and down, scream your head off. Or you could stand up, move your arms, scream your head off, and then sing along. Now let me tell you something about singing along, all right? I am not known for my vocal capacity. In fact, I learned how to sing from Tom Carvel. But I don't care. I don't really care. It don't bother me, because I get so wrecked it doesn't matter. I just enjoy what I do, standing up on the stage, jumping around crazy. So I'm going to ask you right now to sing along with us, because the words of this song mean everything to us. You see, tonight, our sound man, Charlie, is 38 years old. Tonight is his birthday. Charlie! This man who is our sound man, breaks his rear end 7 days a week. He do not sleep. He do not do nothing but work for this band. And we love him. You understand that? We love this man. 38 years old. He's not a 20-year-old. This man stays young by listening and jamming to rock and roll music all day long. And if you're in as good a shape as he is at 38, then that'll be proof that rock and roll does it to you. So Charlie, to you tonight, I'll Never Grow Up goes right out to you. And everybody's gonna sing along. Watch me. I'll never grow up. I'll never grow up. I'll never grow up. Now, you gotta sing it just a little bit better. Come on. I'll never grow up. Don't be shy. I'll never grow up. Just shout it. I'll never grow up. Now, all right, everybody, by yourselves. Let me hear it. I'll never grow up. I'll never grow up. I'll never grow up. Come on, let me see it one more time. Let me see it.
two car.